Hi, I'm Spicy Steve down at the Richmond Public Market in downtown Richmond. And today we're going to discover some more Asian secrets. Vancouver is home to one of the largest Asian communities in North America, and we're blessed with a wide variety of delicious and tasty foods. With that comes so much diverse choice that sometimes we're not sure what to use. Today I'm going to talk about noodles, as you can see here, and there are so many different types of Asian noodles. I just wanted to orientate you with a few of the basics so when you're out shopping, you know what you might like to use. Now, soup noodles are very popular with the Vietnamese, the Chinese, throughout Asia, and you'll find a lot of different noodles, particularly the classic wonton noodles, wrapped up here in little bundles that you can actually just take out dried, pop them into your broth or pop them into your boiling water and cook them up. There's some others that you can have too that can be just reconstituted in hot water. This is a deep fried yi mein. That's actually been deep fried, pop it in boiling water, and then you have some lovely big thick noodles. Of the other dried noodles that you see, there's some that have almost a Japanese origin, like these ones here. They're made actually, they're called a Shanghai noodle, but they look more like so mein. Some of them are interchangeable, made in Taiwan, China, Korea, as well as Japan. You'll even find a lot of Japanese products made elsewhere in Asia now because of the costs and also the demand for the product. Vermicelli, rice vermicelli, made from rice flour, very popular in Southeast Asia, Thailand. The rice stick that the Thais use in pad Thai is like this, made of the same ingredients, but it's thicker. And all you have to do again is soak this briefly in cool water for about 15 minutes. You don't actually have to boil it if you're going to stir fry it, though it can go straight into hot water if you're going to actually be making a soup. There's also the classic chow mein type noodles. Here's a dried version that can go into soups. It could also be used for stir fry. The problem is if you have to reconstitute it, it might be a little bit wet when you throw it into the wok. Here's a nice one that's fresh noodle. Just like a pasta, it's nicer when you have it fresh. And I like buying this because it can go straight into the fridge or the freezer and it lasts a lot longer. And the taste and texture is quite nice. But if you're going to go for the pinnacle, you want fresh noodles. Here is some fresh rice noodle that is actually coated in a little bit of oil. This is fresh, it has a shelf life and it has a date on it, so you have to use it within a certain period of time. And this is great for making a lot of Southeast Asian noodle dishes and Chinese noodle dishes. And I just love this. And you've got some thicker ones. This is like a Shanghai noodle, but there are thicker ones. There's another one that's made out of rice called lai fan, and that's used in laksa and a lot of Southeast Asian soups. Also the Chinese use it in soup noodle as well. Another one that's very popular is a hor fun, or I call kway teow, which is used in the char kway teow and a lot of the Malaysian noodle dishes I cook on my show. And this is a great one. Also the Cantonese use this, and you usually find it with black bean sauce and some of the other different sauces. It's sort of a wet noodle, but it's fresh rice. And the texture, just like other pastas, the shape and the size makes a big difference in the flavor and the texture when you're using it for cooking. It can go into like a steamed dish, but more so into a fried dish or wok dish with a wet sauce or dry. And then another one is fresh wonton noodles. Better than the dry, if you can get the fresh wonton noodles, you make up your broth, you pop those in, and again, the quality is much nicer. You'll even find, for convenience, because everyone likes instant nowadays, you can find fresh udon noodles, Japanese udon noodles. They can be used for any soup, and be creative. Put your own soup together. Even if you're using one of those mixes, use the base and add fresh veggies and meats to it, and then you'll create your own noodle wonder of a soup. So next time you're out in the market, talk to the owner of the market and get some help if you need it, because there's so many varieties of noodles that you can use for stir fries, for soups, for different types of Asian dishes, and they all have different tastes, textures, and flavors, and different eases as far as using them. But they're all wonderful. Just like Italian pasta that you find in Europe and in North America, Asian pasta has lots of variety and different shapes and textures to enjoy. So come down and try some of these different types of varieties next time you're cooking. For Shaw TV, I'm Spicy Steve in the Richmond Public Market.
For recipes and information on cooking classes, visit spicysteve.com.